Well, good afternoon, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office. It is Sunday afternoon, the 24th day of November, 2024. Thought I'd take this opportunity to do a couple of things. One is to kind of do a storm summary. What happened with the big storm that we started highlighting a week ago today and all the rain we had in Northern California. I'll show you some of the numbers, but also take this opportunity to look ahead to what we can expect this week. Of course, a lot of people are on vacation this week, perhaps traveling, Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. So we'll look ahead to what to expect in Northern California over the next few days, as well as a look across the country for those of you that are going to be traveling elsewhere. But let's start with looking back and show you what did happen. So what I'm going to do is go to that website that I talked about last week, the California Nevada River Forecast Center, CNRFC, and this is rainfall totals over the last 6 days. I'll zoom into some of these locations, but generally speaking, around the greater Sacramento area, 2.5 to 4 inches of rain. If you go into the eastern areas outside of Roseville, up over 5 inches of rain. Up toward Grass Valley, these are 7, 8 inches of rain. Down on Highway 50, 2 to 3 inches of rain. On the west slope south of Highway 88, well, certainly south of Highway 50, the numbers dropped off quite a bit. Nice rain, but about 1.5 to 2 inches of rain. And where we really saw the impact of that atmospheric river was in areas like this, over into the Sonoma County area, areas around Santa Rosa that saw 15, 16. There are a couple of spots here that are over 17 inches of rain. Again, these are basically 5-day totals. Let's go a little farther to the north through Mendocino County, and you can see up in here 7, 8-inch rain totals, a couple of spots over a foot. Anytime you see this red, that's in that range of 10 to 11 inches of rain. So if you can't read the specific numbers, these numbers, this little shade here in purple is down around that 7-inch range. When you get into that red, it's around 11, 12 inches of rain. And all the way up into the areas around Crescent City and Eureka, we saw the same thing. And then into Redding, same thing, 6, 7 inches of rain. And then into the Feather River Basin, we saw really nice inflows into Lake Oroville because of all of this falling in the Feather River watershed. Last time I checked, Lake Oroville had come up about 12 feet as a result of this rain and will continue to rise, but obviously well within its parameters right now. There's plenty of room in Oroville and Folsom and Shasta and all the rest of that. So a pretty good rainfall and also some pretty good snow. For that, let's take a look at the satellite because a couple of things going on here. One, let's see if I can zoom in on this a little bit. All of this is the fresh snow that we now have in the Sierra. The snow levels kind of varied a little bit. Most areas ended up with anywhere between 10 to 20 inches of snow above 6,000 feet. And we do have a little bit more rain and snow coming, but that's something I'll get to here in just a second. But what you can see on this Sunday afternoon is that we do have just partly cloudy skies over the valley. There is this next area coming our way. We have a little low up here, a little fetch of moisture here. But one thing I want to be clear about, one of the things I've been hearing is from people is, oh, we've got more rain coming. Like it's going to be like the numbers I just showed you. No. There's going to be a little bit of rain on Monday and Tuesday, but we're not talking about a repeat of what we just saw. We're also going to see a little bit of snow and we'll likely have some chain controls from time to time, but this isn't like what we just saw. This is not an atmospheric river. This isn't the rain continues. This isn't the storm goes on. No, this is just going to be another little bit of rain as we head into late tonight and into early on Monday. Actually, throughout much of the day Monday. So with that, let's go to the NAM, and I'm going to pick it up at, this is 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. We certainly have rain on the coast, and for those of you watching in Eureka and down all the way down toward, Crescent City and all the way down toward Ukiah, you're getting that rain right now. More of a rain-snow mix here north of Shasta, and then here's that next fetch of moisture that's eventually going to come inland to bring us rain. I'm going to stop this at 7 o'clock in the morning on Monday. Scattered showers, a little bit of snow in the Sierra, some better rain down here on the central coast. But even this isn't going to be all that impressive compared to what we just saw. But if you are driving south, well, for those of you, depending on where you are, north or south on I-5, you will run into rain. This is around midday on Monday. We have rain on I-5, but still nothing in the way of snow in the Sierra, but that will change as we go through the afternoon. There'll be snow above 6,000 feet, inches of snow, not feet, but still could be chain controls, especially by Monday afternoon, Monday night. This is 7 o'clock Monday evening. We do have rain in the area. We'll have some nice rain on the west slope. But again, we're not talking about inches of rain. We're talking about tenths of an inch of rain to maybe half an inch of rain on the west slope and inches of snow in the high Sierra. Let's get into early Tuesday. This is Tuesday morning. We still have really good rain going on in areas toward Bakersfield and Fresno and south of Modesto. There will still likely be chain controls up on Tuesday morning. Then as we head into the afternoon, this line of rain continues around Sacramento into the north. Things dry out. And then for Wednesday, it all dries up. I don't see this being cold enough to bring snow to the Grapevine at any period, but you will find rain over the Grapevine. But this is Wednesday around midday. Wednesday and Thursday will be dry. This is as far as this model goes, is Wednesday night. But Wednesday and Thursday are looking dry. Let me show you just how the total precip accumulation over that period of what this model is showing. For Sacramento, 0.2 of an inch of rain. On the west slope, maybe as much as an inch. The areas that could see much more rain would be in areas in the Big Sur area. We could certainly see 3-4 inches of rain here. We'll have to pay attention to see if this causes any problems on Highway 1, as we often see, especially early in the season when the first slides of the season can happen. So if you're going to be using Highway 1 here in the Big Sur area over the next couple of days, Monday, Tuesday, just keep that in mind. And if you're going to be traveling that way, just be mindful that occasionally they do get closures there. But for areas in the valley, you can see a couple of tenths of an inch of rain. So this isn't the big kind of gully washer rain that we just saw. And in terms of snow, let me go to total snow accumulation. On Interstate 80, we're talking about 4 or 5 inches of snow. On Highway 50, about the same. The best snow is in areas over the passes that are closed at this time of year, areas like Tioga Pass and Sonora Pass, where we could see the best snow above 7,000 feet. All right, that gets you through the day on Wednesday. Let's take a look at the rest of the country, and let's take a look at what's going to be happening. So we're going to pick this up on Monday. I'll go to Monday afternoon. Here's the rain that we are seeing. It's dry through the Intermountain West throughout the Rockies. Some light to moderate rain with a cold front going through from Michigan all the way down through the Mississippi River Valley. All right, so Monday's a pretty good travel day across the country. If you have connections going through Denver, Minneapolis, Dallas, doesn't look as though there'd be any issues. So that's Monday afternoon. On Tuesday, this is a day that could be an issue. If you're driving on Interstate 80, and going towards Salt Lake City, there will likely be snow there, especially into the Wasatch. So that's something to keep in mind. We could see snow in Nevada on Interstate 80, as well as into Utah, also into Colorado. The rest of the country looks like it's in pretty good shape, but I think on Tuesday, that could be one of the travel issues we'll be looking at. So again, I-80 through Salt Lake City on Tuesday could be an issue and lasting into Wednesday. This is Wednesday morning. So Salt Lake City is going to see some pretty good snow, and we'll see some snow in the Rockies, especially, not so much in Denver, but certainly in the Rockies. But the highways that go through here could certainly be impacted. All right, so that's on Wednesday. But then on Thanksgiving Day, this is Thanksgiving morning right here. The Intermountain West is all dry. We have some rain in the south. We have rain going up the East Coast. Might be rain for the Macy's parade on Thanksgiving morning. And then on Friday, this is Friday midday, some snow, probably lake effect snow here, maybe some light snow into Montana. But as you can see, most of the country is in pretty good shape. And now let's get into next weekend. This is Saturday of next weekend, so maybe people are starting to make their way back home. Looks pretty quiet across the country. And same thing next Sunday. Look at that. Some light snow flurries here, but not enough to impact major hubs like in LA, Denver, Dallas, Minneapolis, Chicago. New York and Atlanta, they all look as though they're going to be in good shape next Sunday. So, while there will be a few spots that may have an issue here and there, for the most part, I think we're looking at some pretty good weather as we head into the holiday. And yes, between Monday and Tuesday, there'll be some rain in California, but we're not looking at another big storm, another big AR like what we just saw. So that's your Sunday afternoon briefing. I'll be back again first thing on Monday morning. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll talk with you later.